Hello. What's everybody doing? God made my ice melt already. Whew. It's like chilled water. It's not warm and it's not cold. Well, it's cold, but not cold, ice cold. The ice just melted completely, just in the past 5 minutes, because God put a heat spell, the humidity. It's been nice and cool. It's a sprinkling rain right now, 2:30. It's been fairly quiet. There was an airplane, but I can't remember what time it was. I didn't remember. Oh my God. Hold on, one more minute. 1 second. I'm gonna get the Bible, but hold on. Hold on. I did my dishes. But I gotta see something. Hold on. Get the bagari. Okay, that's 2 spoons. Oh, okay. No, I didn't find my other spoon. Uh-oh, my spoon got stuck to my cucaracha. Ah, shit. Uh-oh, now the glue is on my spoon. Fuck. How am I gonna get that off now? Ugh, it's on my handle. And a buggy came with it. Ugh. It's almost off. I just brushed my seat off. It's not off yet, but I'm going to have to use a sponge or something. Or some alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. See, I got my 3 spoons. I'm missing 1, and that probably went long gone in the garbage. Unless it's somewhere back in one of my totes or on the floor in my second. Oh, I'm getting more bugs, man. More bug bites. This is so sore again. I think I have an inner infection. I'm going to need an antibiotic. Because it's still sore. Right here. Goes wider. It stops. But then it stops and then it picks up again, like right around here. Right around here. It's not as bad, but it's sensitive still. Like right around here. So, like right around this whole. There we go, right here. It was on both sides. This one isn't as bad. This is just right here. It's not back there anymore, but just right around here. Because I did have 2 bites. I used my lice shampoo last night. This morning, rather. My hair is thinning out so bad. So I got 3 spoons, 2 forks. Would have had 3 forks, but I don't know what happened to my other fork. I started off with 2 each, but then they kept making me lose 1, or they took them, or something. They must have, or they fell into the garbage bags that I threw out by accident. So, it's all good. I need the lid too. These strawberries container. I cut my strawberries up that I bought yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. Yesterday. I can't lift myself up anymore. Where's... my butter! It's not melted, but it's getting there. Fuck fuckers, mothers, fuckers. Oh my god. And my bowls are soapy because I didn't rinse them. Oh, I gotta go pee, man. I was gonna read the Bible, guys. I'm tired. My sugar is low, but I can't eat my strawberries until I get my ice cream. This one is so... It still smells like a little bit of bleach from the last time. And I gotta take the butter out of this so it doesn't melt in here. Thank you, Jesus, for keeping it cool and calm and collected. You squirts. Oh, and it comes right out of the package. I don't waste no butter. Aha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Oops. Look at that. Clean. Just a very little bit. There goes the lid. Oh, butter melted. Oh, fucking awesome. That's alright. I need the... That's not the lid for this. Look at... That's nothing. I have 3 under each of my seats. This is on top of my cooler, where all my papers are, because they're coming from the seats. They're in the seats, inside, from the headrest. Because they've made their way. They're almost in the middle of my car, because I haven't been able to defog and get to the nest wherever it was planted inside my dashboard. That's what they've done to me. So, yeah, God is good. Yep. He allows people to do bad things. Yep. And destroy other people. What a great God. No, that's the devil. The devil has been in control because everybody is settling for the devilish works. And it makes them feel powerful. But in reality, it's only in disguise of death. So, all of y'all that got skulls and into skulls and death and knives and this and that and guns, you're nothing but death. And you're never gonna find life. And I gotta find my Q-tips because my ears are itchy. This gotta go into the bag, the garbage bag. This, I gotta get the soap out of the lid. So, I'm going to read a little bit of the Bible. Probably not much because and I don't have all the revelations that I was getting over I haven't said everything that has come to my mind. Elon Musk slams President Trump. Oh, Richard Marx. I gotta check on Richard Marx. He posted. And Blake Shelton. And I gotta look at what they posted. My ears are itchy. I've been grooming my nails. I've been taking care of my nails and my cuticles and my ingrown nails because I haven't in my overgrown skin. So yeah, I've had to do that. See, on the sides, I still got a little bit, but it's hard for me to with my arthritis and these sucky nail clippers. I still got to do these two on each hand. And what did they do? They took out you fucking assholes. My phone is 82%. Oh, what's the temp? My mileage is 105,743 miles. I've already, since I've been back, I've driven 284.9 miles since I've been back. A total of 1,489 miles. Oh my God. It's 80 degrees. Represents 2008. 82 represents 2008. This is without the humidity, of course. This is only on my... There. Echo. 105,743. That's what I've driven since on my way back to where I am in Palm Beach County. And then that's total in the past since February 28th. That's how much I've driven since February, March. Okay, March, April, May, June. So in 4 months, I've driven almost 1,500 miles. And I'm paying $203 and $204 a month in insurance. Plus like $600 to $800 in car repairs every 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. It was every 3 months, but now it's every 6. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tired, but I don't want to kill anybody. And that's 80 degrees. Okay, so that goes there. Which it goes, I need to find, where's my sugar? I just had my Domino sugar. Didn't I? Oh my God, what did I do with it? You motherless mothers. Oh my fucking, I can't sit on my legs like this. My legs, oh my God. My onion, my banana, which I'm gonna eat with the strawberry. My lemons are no good. They're too soft. I'm gonna use them to clean my headlights because it might be good. I could probably put some in my water later. I might be able to use one. This one doesn't seem too bad. My new bag of potatoes, my tea bags, my onions. I don't know where my sugar is. I thought I just, oh my fucking, see what they do to me? See what they fucking do to me? I gotta get out of the car and look, because I don't know what I did with it. But I gotta put this lid on the strawberries, and I gotta put some water in them, and then I gotta find some sugar, my Domino sugar, which I know I have. It's a new bag. I just pour a little bit. I rinsed them already. I'll pour just a little bit. Okay, that's good. Because I don't have a refrigerator, and it's not humid, but it's hot. And then I'm going to put the lid on, so I got to get going soon. And I don't feel like coming back here after I leave, but I got to go pee before I leave. I got to find my sugar, people, and my aloe plants. Ooh, I got buggies in there eating the potatoes I put in there. But they're kind of growing. I cut them. See, I cut them down because I used them. But I got buggies crawling in there. And my grapefruit is going bad. This probably ain't no good now. And my bread's got to be eaten. And I need to find my sugar. Oh, it's right here. Ah, okay. Oh, I gotta go pee-pee so bad. I gotta go pee-pee so bad. I can't hold this. My clothes? I still got quite a few. Because I've only used about 2 or 3 per cup of tea, so. I need to get the lid for the butter too. My ketchup stained one of those already. One of my white containers I just got. Freaking idiot. Stained my... I just bought an extra. I bought one and then I bought another. That should be good. I put medicine on. I put the cream on my face. And now the buggies are dying. Coming out of my skin. And then I only put it on my hairline and my face all around and on my neck, and then they start going downward. And that's why I got them on my back, my shoulders, and my chest, and my tummy, my fat tummy. You can't see them, but I can feel them. See? I just rubbed my tummy, and as I got one off. Feels like a speck of rice or a speck of sand. And then a piece of here. I'm fat though. Okay. That's I only have one knife. I broke the other one when I cut open the watermelon when I was trying to separate it because I didn't cut it all the way through. So I broke one of my good knives, you fuckers. And the strawberries now are sticking to the knife, the blade. And there's a lot of chips in the blade, which isn't good. Only on one side though there's a lot. So I probably ate some metal shavings in my food. Or steel. Made in China. It's not a very good knife. I mean it is, but for $1.25 it's good. But they don't have, this is not, the blade is not connected to like a screw or a nail or like a, there's no round hole to keep it in place. It's kind of just squeezed in between the two pieces. So it's not a very safe knife. That's why it's only like a paring knife. To like slice small things. Or to pare small things. Because you can hold it and pare the skin or cut whatever piece, you know. Like I did with the strawberries. My back, yo, my neck, my shoulder. I got a headache. I can't cut up my bananas now. But I gotta make sure that doesn't fall when I drive. Because they will make it happen if I leave it in a place that's... I gotta go pee. I might run in and go pee. Now one bowl is dirty. I haven't prepared yet to do anything, to read the Bible. I have to go pee. If I get started and I stop, it's gonna bother me. But I gotta get rid of my garbage or I'll forget about it. I got a whole another bag of garbage I gotta get rid of. I was gonna put some strawberry things down and grow some, but I don't want the animals to get sick from them. Now my plate is dirty with strawberry. I'm going to have bugs trying to eat the strawberries off the crevices from cutting, like all the slices, all the slice marks. They'll sit there all night. At least I won't hear them on the plate like I do in the plastic bags. Noisy bastards, or in the garbage bags or something. God. Them little critters make a lot of noise when they're rustling in plastic or fighting for food or... I can't hold my bladder long like I used to. And I need a lid for my butter. God damn it. And of course that's got a little soap on it. Oh, and I just took off. And this is one of the new ones. It's a nice clean liner. Oh, it's starting to rain some more. Oh, my arms. 2:51. I'm telling you people, he's real. Y'all don't want to believe me. This is why I'm suffering. It's starting to rain again at 2:50. I'm using a new lid with one of my old containers. That's all disgusting. It's not disgusting. It's when I heat up like the pasta, and I left my car on again. Fucking goddamn bastards. Every time I turn it to the ACC power or the on position to roll down my windows or something, I forget to turn it back off. And that needs to go up in the back, not there. I gotta go pee. I'm getting a headache. My bladder hurts. My arms hurt. I can't even lift my Bible. Oh my God, it feels like my shoulder's gonna come out of place. What do you expect? 20 years of homelessness and the poisoning taking a toll on my body, my internal and external body, see? And I brush my teeth. There's only been times when I haven't, like maybe sometimes a week at a time. My Bible's getting ruined. Something got on the few pages, I don't know what. It was probably one of the times when I left it out of the case. So the first 12 pages or 10 pages or, let's see, 5, 6. First 6 pages are kind of, maybe the first 5, almost 6. The bottom of it is a little ruined. That's all good. Guess what? I just turned to Exodus. Yeah. I want to read Exodus 7:19. Exodus 7, chapter 7. Moses is encouraged to go to Pharaoh. And the Lord said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. See, I don't want to read this, because you know why? We can't just read Exodus, the book of Exodus, and understand it. You have to understand why these things are happening. We don't want to repeat them because, and that's what the churches of today are doing. They're continuing the warfare, and they're just repeating it upon all the human races to cause warfare, to take over, to overtake. Okay? And that's what's going on. It's cycle after cycle, recycling. Okay? They're trying to get rid of the white people now. They got rid of the Indians in the beginning. Now they want to, now they want to get rid of the white people. And they want world domination. And they almost have it. Because they've gotten their people all over the world now. And they're trying to slowly take over. Mixing and mingling and... I don't want to open up my new package yet from the nail clipper set that I bought, the grooming set. So when I gave my suitcase away, my Jessica Simpson suitcase away in Apopka to these two girls that this one, I don't know if they were both Hispanic or one was white, one was Hispanic, but I think the one that claimed to be on drugs was the other one that was on drugs. And the one that was not on drugs took my suitcase and kept it from the other girl. I should have waited until the other one walked away and didn't come back. The plague of lice. And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beast. Then magicians said unto Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. The plague of frogs. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs. And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thy bedchamber, and unto thy bed, and into thy house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy kneading troughs. And the frog shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. That's bad, people. And we're over here idling frogs like they're something beautiful. They're a sign of sin. They're a sign of the coming time. See, he's making it hot again. It's lightly, I'm not showing you because I'm not giving away my location. Oh, let me do it this way. Hold on. I'll do it to where, see? It's just a light drizzle. Since 2:50 p.m. And there's a blue jay. Now they won't let it focus. It looks beautiful when it opens up its wings. Hi there. It's a blue jay, I think. Hey. Oh well, I'm not gonna follow it. Oh my God, it's hot. It wasn't this hot before. It just got hot just now. Oh my God. And it's still 80 degrees. So it didn't get any hotter. He's just releasing that humidity. Oh my God. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go pee. Drink some more water because I'm dehydrating. As soon as I drink, I sweat. The plague of death on the beasts. Okay, what about frogs? Let's finish. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came upon. And the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said, Entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do so sacrifice unto the Lord. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me, when shall I entreat for thee, and for thy servants, and for thy people, to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only? And he said, Tomorrow. And he said, Be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God. And the frogs shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people. They shall remain in the river only. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried, Thank you for that breeze. Oh, thank you. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses. And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank. So, when the frogs begin to die off and leave the land, see another one. I just had another. There was just another one on my face. I just felt it. See, there it goes. There was two of them. There's a few of them. Because now I'm sweating and it's bringing them out. See? It just comes out of nowhere. Because that's them dying. I feel like I just got out of the shower. Or bath. I'm so fat. Oh my God. They're turning me into my foster mom, Joyce. Because I have low sugar. My eyesight is deteriorating. I'm getting heavy. I've got two things around my waist. My stomach is like 2 rolls. Britney Spears' wife. So when all the insects and the birds, or not the birds, but all the bad things, the snakes, the frogs, the lizards, when all of that leaves the land, or when it dies off, it's going to bring a stink. Just like flesh, dying flesh, or rotten flesh. And it says, And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened not unto them as the Lord had said. So I guess what that's saying is he reneged on them because they didn't change after he killed them all off and made them go back into the water. And with all this dying stuff, it's going to cause flies and locusts and all this other stuff. It's going to cause sickness, disease, boils, blisters. The plague of hail. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. I guess the fire's the lightning. So there was hail, and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, whatever, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail? And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Entreat the Lord, for it is enough, that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer. And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord, and the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail. That thou mayest now know, I messed up. Okay, because my mind was thinking of something else. I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord, and the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Lord's. But as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not yet fear the Lord God. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bald, I don't know. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands unto the Lord. And the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord had spoken by Moses. God threatens to send locusts. Those are bad. The plague of darkness, God's message to the Israelites. That's in Exodus 11. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go. Hence, when he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. But that's bad. Moses threatens Pharaoh with the death of the firstborn. And Moses said, Thus saith the Lord, About midnight I will go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die. From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. See, all this, Exodus, is him getting rid of all the bad. And we shouldn't have to sacrifice any of our children, but because of the ways in which we are living, our firstborn end up dying, not unless we're covered by God, unless we're covered by Jesus. I've given up 2 abortions already, and I didn't want to I didn't want an abortion. I didn't want to even get pregnant. But because of my daddy and his clan, they caused me to be in that situation. Otherwise, I wouldn't have survived. I would have been left out in the wilderness, taken advantage of and raped and beaten and killed. So I had to accept what they did to me in order to survive, because my mommy and daddy did not take care of me. They didn't have what was needed and required. But if you keep having kids out of lust and infatuation and temptation and just sickness and disease, it's gonna follow you and your family, and it's gonna cause the clan to be no more. You're gonna die off. Luckily, we've had medicine to help keep us, even though we've gotten sickness and disease. I didn't even get my disease from sleeping around. My sister gave it to me because she used my razor after I gave her a razor when her and her boyfriend Frankie stayed with me and my son's father for a couple days until she and him went to Connecticut. This was in Florida, in Coconut Creek and Margate. And they kept flying back and forth, or taking Greyhound buses back and forth, and spending all her money that she got from a lawsuit. Because she didn't know what to do with the money. She was too young, she was not equipped, not established, and she foolishly gave it away, and everybody used her for it. And then when the money was gone, my mommy and Richie screwed her. And then she had to go and get pregnant by some guy at a bar, like my mommy did. Right. I wanted to read out a book of Genesis, not this, but the book of Exodus is about taking away. It's about killing off and making way for a new world. That's, how long is the book of Exodus? Holy shit. Oh wow, that's a long book. Oh man. That is 40 chapters. You know why? Because that stands for 40 years in the desert. And that's what the book of Exodus is about. The desert. And being in a desert, in the wilderness for 40 years, being lost, wandering aimlessly with no meaning, no purpose, just fucking, sucking, dicking, licking, and smoking, drinking, drugging, sexing, and partying. That's what that means. Okay? The book of Exodus. That's what all that is about. And that's why all these plagues and all these experiences of pain and suffering and loss. That's, if you want to read about it and what happens, then you can read the book of Exodus. And the result of that, or the outcome of that, is also Revelation, where the seven cups and the 7 horses and all that other crap, or the 7 men selling this, selling that, selling this, selling that. That's all bad. So is the book of Leviticus. Leviticus. Leave it, I cuss. Gotta break down this word. What does it say backwards? Succative. Succativel. Backwards, the book of Leviticus, backwards, Succitivell. Suck its evil. Leave it I cuss. Or leave it I cuss. Levi. T-I cuss. I don't know. But yeah, you got to look for the meanings. You got to look for the signs and the clues in the words. Believe me, it's all connected. Okay, 67, so it's 53 pages, or 53 pages long. Or is it 54? Let's see. Okay, 54 pages. It's 54 pages, and it's 40 chapters long. Which means it's only 53 pages, but it's 40 chapters. It's not, oh, my stomach. I'm going to have to make a poopy, too. But I need tea for that. The book of Genesis is 50 years, is 50 chapters. Okay, so here we go. Now, I'm going to read the book of Genesis. I don't know how far I'll get. But I got to move my car up because I'm too far out. I didn't pull up all the way. I got like a few feet I can pull up. That's the gas. Ooh. Ooh-wee. That's not good. When my car goes in a park, it rocks back and forth. I'm hot. It's hot. I gotta go pee-pee. Okay, I'm gonna get comfortable because I gotta put my legs up. I won't be comfortable though because my bladder is full. And my tummy is touching my thighs when I put my thighs. I gotta lose weight. I have a plan though. Hopefully God will be in it so I could do what I gotta do. Otherwise, I'm gonna do what the devil is doing, and I'm gonna be the badass bitch. Everything and everyone will be scattered. The first book of Moses called Genesis. Okay, now, Genesis is the first book of the Bible, meaning when everything began. The order in which everything began. Now you got to realize you and I are not the creators of the earth, because the earth was here before you and me, and before many of our generations. Oh, my hair is so fucking bad, yo. Am I still being cursed? Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Because I don't care about yous. Yous don't care about me, and I don't care about you. So, okay, so you got to realize we are not the creators of the earth. We may be, some of us may be masters of it, good and bad. Oh, thing is too tight. I had to wrap it around 4 times because these are like really stretched out, and I gotta take them out. Oh. And it's pulling up my hair again. Fly, go with you. Now there's a fly. Take your fly and go back to hell. Fuckaroos. hate this. I gotta cut my nose hairs out. This is like a two-tone when there's gray on the other side, so I could use it for the gray side. But do you cover? Look, mine has to cover my ears, or it's too big. It's too wide. I don't like that. Look at this. I move it and it fucking... I don't want the gray side. God damn it. It's too big. Oh my God! You fuckers, man. I'm gonna have to put it over my ears a little bit. Because it's like too big. It's like too wide. Alright. But it's gonna be too hot though. I can't wear this. It's too hot. It's too hot, man. My hair was still wet. It didn't dry last night all the way. You fuckers. That's why my hair is like... I need a perm! But I gotta work on clearing my face. I don't like straight hair on me. I don't like it. And my hair is like naturally wavy. That's another thing. I hate it. This is what I look like in junior high school. But I had a lot much thicker hair. Oh, the glue is coming apart. It's coming apart, dudes. Look at this shit. Because I keep on washing it. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Can't you just make... Alright. Oh, my nose hairs. See, these are like double the size. They used to be smaller, but they've been double the size. So I gotta like probably get rid of these because they're too big for my hair. Because it's not thick. And it stopped raining. It only drizzled that little bit at 2:50 p.m. to 2:52, I guess. Maybe 2:55, I don't know, but it stopped drizzling. At 2:50 p.m. Okay, so let me not make this into an all-day extravaganza, okay? Because I don't got all day. Because I got to go to the bathroom. Hello, good afternoon. I read a little bit of the Bible, the book of Exodus, and then I'm going to read from the book of Genesis again, but I'm going to go more in depth. So, that's what I'm doing, but I have to go pee. Okay, so, first of all, the Bible. is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. What does that mean? That means the instructions while here on Earth. Okay? The instructions of what not to do. The book of Genesis is the beginning of the genes, okay? Meaning the DNA, our DNA, how we became into being, okay? So, I'm just looking at the word backwards, the word Genesis, to figure out what it means, or what could be hidden in the, some words I haven't figured out yet, but. I don't know, I'll think about it. But, so, I'm going to start reading the creation of heaven and earth. Now, it wasn't you or me. We did not make the heavens and the earth, right? We didn't divide this and divide that and make this, that, and this, that, and this, that. That was God. That was the Almighty above. Okay? So, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Creation of light. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. I'm assuming that refers to the sun and the moon. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So I'm assuming that that's the sun and the moon. Creation of the firmament. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Meaning there was firmament below the water, the grass, the seaweed, the coral reef, all that stuff that's at the bottom of the ocean. And then there was the bushes and the trees and the grass above the water, like on the land. So, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Now, let me go back to that one here. It says, "And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament." Follow me here. Listen closely. And God made the firmament. That's the green, the grass, the land. Okay, the land. The land and the waters. Let's okay, because the firmament, you have firmament in the waters, but then you have firmament on the land, so you have water and land. So let's refer to that. But when I say waters and land, don't forget, you should think of the word firmament. Firmament. Okay, meant to be firm, or meant to firm, to a firmament. Okay, anyway. Now, that was Genesis 7. Genesis 1, verse 7. Now, Genesis 1, verse 8 says, "And God called the firmament heaven," which means on earth, heaven. "And the evening and the morning were the second day." So this is heaven. It's supposed to be heaven in the beginning. It was supposed to be a heaven. But you heathens turned it into what was then is not now. It's become hell because y'all have turned it into hell now. It's no longer heaven. Or you can say heaven. Fucking fly, get the fuck away from me. I don't know if that was a gnat or a fly. Okay, now the earth separated from the waters. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called the seas. And God saw that it was good. Now there's a misspelling in here, because of the waters called he. It says he, there's no T in the seas. Unless it could say, and God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called the seas. Yeah, it's supposed to be the word the. But it says, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. That could mean the same thing too. He sees, and God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. So what it means by that is the fruit trees yielding fruit and seed, and the seed was to replant to make more fruit trees. Okay? What I'm reading is also the order in which we were supposed to follow. Okay? But when Adam and Eve went astray and they sinned in the garden, they took their focus off the garden, off the works, before they were supposed to, and they screwed themselves and humanity ever since then. So in order for life to get back to normal, the way it was meant and supposed to be, we got to get back to the garden. We gotta stop building on the land, because we're only going to self-destruct it in ourselves. The earth separate. I'm not going to read that again. But okay, so we got the understanding, the creation of the heaven and earth, the creation of light, then there was the creation of the firmament, and then there was the earth separated from the waters. Okay? And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself and after his kind. And God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the third day. So now we're on the third day, on the creation of sun, moon, and stars. Okay, so what he's doing is he's explaining the creation of heaven and earth. In the beginning, okay, God created the heaven and the earth. But then the creation of light, which right across from it is the creation of sun and moon and stars. That was the creation of light. Then the creation of firmament was the land and what have you, or the grass, the fruit-yielding trees. Then the earth separated from the waters and that. And then there was creation of the fish, fowls, and the beasts. So anyway, you got to know how to read the Bible. I do. I've already thought it through. So, but because I'm the only one that understands it, that really, really understands it, I have to bring it forth the way I understand it, which is the right way. Because y'all are fucking up everything. So the creation of the sun, moon, and the stars was the creation of the light that God is speaking of. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light. See? And he also referred to it. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven. So the firmament in the heaven is the land and the earth and the water and the trees. That's all heaven. We have turned heaven into hell. And it's not a good thing. Because that means nothing but death, sickness, infection, disease, destruction, dysfunction, disorder, defect, deficiency. I gotta get rid of these comments because I can't see. This is making me itch because I got lice. Even though I only put the shampoo on, I didn't sit there, and my Band-Aid is seeping from the infection. Because the ointment brings out the infection. I should let it air out now. See, there's a little, still, you can't see it, but I can. There's like a little yellow spot, because it's not bad. It's almost healed, but it's still infected. Because it's still an open sore. So the infection is going to remain until it's healed and all gone. But the ointment brings out the infection. Kind of like what the ointment does to the poison ivy and the sumac. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're buggies. And then 6. Then I had these 2. And then I had the one over here. The 2 over here, remember? They're kind of healed. But it's still sore. I have that one and that one. The one over here, the couple that I had over here went away. My neck hurts. Thank you for the breeze. And it started to rain again. It's just very slowly raining. It's like drop, drop, and drop. I didn't notice when it started, but okay, so creation of the sun, moon, and stars. I'm probably getting sick from eating the food that's, I usually eat it within 24 hours, but it's been a little more, so I'm going to have to take medicine. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, for seasons, for the days and the years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, the moon and the sun. He made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day. So on the 4th day he created fish, fowl, beast, and cattle. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, and he blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, to fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth. Okay, but you got to understand, that's what their meaning and purpose was. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a whale. I don't want to be anything that moves around in the sea. Okay. So he said, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening, and then it goes, and the evening and the morning were the 5th day. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, the beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Creation of man in the image of God. Okay, that's the other subtitle. So after he did all that with the beast, fowl, whatever the thing said, creation of fish, fowl, beast, and cattle. Okay, now we're moving on to the 5th day, creation of man in the image of God. That's what the number 5 stands for. On the 5th day, yeah. So the number 5 in that's when my son called me. I think May 13th it was May 13th or 14th, one of them two. And the meaning of that was the number 83 for my Uncle Paul, because he died in 1983 from attempting to be a snitch. Okay, never made it. Then 13 represents my age when I was in the foster home at 10 and a half years old. But when I was 13 is when my mommy blames me for her losing her firstborn and her secondborn son. Okay? Because I wouldn't agree to go back home and live with her because she didn't even have her own apartment. She and Richie were staying with our child molester. And that's the reason why I did not take sides with my sister when she told our social worker about being molested. Because I was scared that he would hurt my mom, that him and Richie would hurt my mom because they were living together. So when me and my sister's child molester said, if we ever say anything, we'll never see our mother again. So this was stuck in my head like, oh my God, wait a minute. If I say something, then that may put my mom in danger, or it may put me in danger, or my sister, or all of us. So anyway, but that's where I wanted to speak about the number 5, because it represents the 5th day when my mom had 5 children. Okay, because she had 5 children, and in here it speaks on how the 5th day when creation of man in the image of God was made, when he made Adam. And Eve. But I don't think it was on the same day. But the way they wrote the Bible, it's kind of putting everything into small. It's like they're squeezing a whole bunch of information into one little paragraph. Because if we were to write a book about life, we wouldn't be able to read it. We wouldn't be able to hold it. Okay, so they had to kind of shrink it to size, and you know, in order for us to understand it, we'd have to be of the Spirit anyway. So if you're born of the Spirit, or if you're reborn of the Holy Spirit, then that's why they say you got to be born again, because when we're first born, we're born of the Spirit. But then from the time we're born until whenever we get corrupted. Okay, because Adam and Eve, the first man and the so-called woman, sinned and made error and mistake. To sin is to err and make mistake, and that's not a good thing. Excuse me. So, all of us are sinners. Every last single one of us. Because we copycatted each other. We copied off of each other. We're copycats. We're not an original. If any of you have waited until your 30s to have your first child, when you were married, you were with the one you knew you were going to be with for life, and that you both were committed and took them vows seriously, and those that saw it through for their whole lives, those are God's people. Or Jesus Christ. those that didn't sin. They may have made errors in their lives, but they didn't sin. There's a difference. There's a difference from sinning and making errors and mistakes. To sin is when you can't fix your errors and mistakes. There's times when people you can make a mistake and an error and fix it, but when you sin, you're in it for life, because or for however long that you live for. Or sin shortens life. Because you didn't equip and establish, ready, and prepare yourself before partaking in life. Just like Adam and Eve. They didn't follow through God's orders, and they took it upon themselves to do whatever they did, and they screwed themselves and each other. They didn't follow through with the process, the orders of steps in the process of life. They skipped a whole bunch. And that's why we have experiences of pain, suffering, and loss. Because all of humanity have done nothing right. And everybody's trying to find the right way, and they're all fucking themselves, fumbling and stumbling and tumbling. I hate the way I look with my hair up. I hate it. Especially with my tooth. But it's bothering me because it's dry, brittle, itchy, bothersome, annoying. I'm about to just start from over and cut it all off. Buy some wigs, man. Fucking nicer than the original hair anyway. But I don't have room for all that shit in my car. And it's disgusting. I don't need a whole bunch of wigs full of lice. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I really am. I gotta reach on my blinker, my wiper blade. Or my wiper thingy handle. See how small they are? See? But when I wear them a long time, I like overuse those. I spoke it. Not that much though, thank God. Now I'm going to stretch these out because I'm using them for all of my hair. But I can't use the other ones I just threw up there because I hate my face. Oh, God. Hitler. Hi-ho, Hitler. I don't need that on now that I have my hair up. Oh, I could breathe. God, you know what? That's going in the garbage. I don't want it. You want it? Here, take it. I don't want it. I'm going to try this one again, see what happens. Make sure the line is in the back where it's sewed together. But I didn't use the lice comb when because it fell out of my Ziploc bag. So, what the hell is this? There's like an elastic back there, but it's broke. There must have been an elastic in it and it broke. No, I don't like them. My Willy Wonka. I'm gonna end it. Ugh, I look so disgusting. Ow. Okay, so we're on the 5th day where God created of man in the image of God. Okay, then across on that same page, across from that paragraph, or that whatever, the chapter, is the manner of the creation. So you read creation of man in the image of God, and then the next, let me show you. See? You got creation in the creation of man in the image of God. Okay? Then next to it, the manner of the creation. So see, you can't just read this and take this for what you read, because you got to know how to read it. Over here is the manner in which creation was made. The order. And then the provision for food, the Garden of Eden. And it continues over here, and he breaks it down more. Then you got God creates woman as a helper for man. See? And I'll get to that in a minute when I finish reading over there. The serpent's deception. The serpent's deception and man's shameful fall. Okay, the serpent is Adam's penis. And that's what caused man to fall. And he made Eve fall too. See? And then it goes, God questions Adam and Eve because they both deceived each other. They both caused each other to fall. Then the penis is cursed. The punishment of God's promises. Cain and Abel. Okay? That's both a promise and a punishment. Because they made Cain and Abel, but under the punishment, under the curse of the punishment, or the punishment of the curse, or whatever which way. Okay? They didn't make Cain and Abel under the promise. They made them under the punishment. And then that was the rest of humanity, and that was the rest of the book. That's what the rest of the book is about. It's all about the fall of man. And why? Because of, right there. God creates woman as a helper for the man. And then Adam deceived himself and God and Eve and cursed us all because of the penis. Because Adam did not follow instructions or directions. And he went upon himself and took part of Eve, and Eve partook of man. So, so, there's a slow connection. Why is there a slow connection when I'm on the Wi-Fi, the library Wi-Fi? Okay, so let's read on the 5th day, the creation of man in the image of God. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Did you hear that? I kind of read it fast. And plus, my voice is a mess. But it says, creation of man in the image of God. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. See, they're breaking it down. Let me just go ahead and read this first. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Now I'm going to break over and read the manner of the creation. Okay, I'm going to skip the provision for food. I'll go back to that. No, maybe I won't. Not yet. Hold on. No, I got to read the provision for food so you can get the gist of it. So the provision of food for food. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day. Okay? So, yeah, let me not get into that. I'll just look at that. Okay. The first Sabbath. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all of the host of them, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his work. I have an overlapping here. I hate that. Oh, I'm taking out, my fingers hurt. So, thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his work, which he made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. Now, if you followed me, or make a list of what I had just wrote, or what I had just read, and you write it down and follow it in steps, that is how we were supposed to live and continue to live. But because Adam and Eve sinned just shortly after they were created, shortly after they were created. And what happened is they cut themselves short. in the Garden of Eden. So now their life became hell because they had to figure out with just them and their kids and how they were going to do the works that they needed to do to take care of the fish, the fowl, the beast. Well, in the beginning they didn't have to worry about the fish, the fowl, the beast, or whatever. But until later on, I don't want to get too far into it, but because of Adam and Eve partaking in each other and giving birth to Cain and Abel, they had to take their focus off the land and God's orders, and now it became hell because they had to work harder in taking care of their children, and then it set the same thing up for their children, and that's why Cain and Abel that's why Cain murdered Abel. Because of jealousy and not having been able to give the same type of offering to the Lord. So one got angry at the other and jealous. So now we have jealousy and sin and errors and mistakes. And of course, Adam and Eve had to keep on having kids, and then Cain and Abel had kids, but not Abel because he got killed. They got me while I was sleeping. Because I don't think they got me in the gym. They could have, but I don't think so. Or they just know that because I'm in my car, I'm going to continue having lice and scabies anyway. My hands hurt. Look, I'm losing hair. Again. Now it's better. It's not overlapping. Good. Oh, my neck. My shoulder, my neck, and my back. Oh, my God. I can't crack my neck, like my shoulder and it hurts. I gotta go pee-pee. And I can't go in my pants. Okay, so. Ow. Where'd I leave off at? I forgot where I left off at. And God saw everything. Okay. The provision for food. I'm going to start off there again. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is of the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life. I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. Don't start with me. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day, the first Sabbath. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work, which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. Because I didn't use the brush on the top. Whatever. It's going to bother me though. Okay, so then the manner of creation. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created in the day that the Lord God had made the earth and the heavens. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth. And every herb of the field grew before it. And the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth. Nope, it's out of place. Oh well. Oh well. If I keep pulling it, I'm going to cause the parts to pull on my hair. Oh, I can't wear my fucking hair up. I can't. Oh my fucking God. Take your fucking country, your power, your money, your authority, and shove it up your asses, people. I can't stand it when it pulls a piece of my hair and my scalp hurts. Oh, I cracked another part of my neck. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Some of it just uncracked, or just cracked. Oh, that feels a little better. I need more, though. More. I need more of it cracked. My shoulder, and the back of my neck, and my back. I could crack the sides, but not the back. And it hurts in my shoulders, in my back shoulders, my backbone. Yo, I can't. Oh my God! I felt something bite me, like pinch me. These little buggies. Oh my God, I gotta go pee. Which I don't know why I'm putting my hair back up again, because I gotta go into the library and go pee. It's getting late. Not bad. My scalp feels like it's stinging. I gotta do my nose hairs. Oh, it's good. And I have like a boogie stuck up in my nose. Oh, I'm not using that one. Went through another roll of toilet paper already. What was that, 2 days? And I gotta go because I gotta get ice cream for my strawberries before they go bad. Because they're sitting in a hot container. Oh, sorry. I need a perm. My hands. Broke another couple pieces of here. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh my god. This mop of hair. Look at this. It's so unhealthy. I got oil in it too, so that's why it's a little bit. I bought some from Dollar Tree. This is the first one they've came out with, rosemary and mints. I used to get the tea tree or the coconut oil. But now they used to have argan and the argan oil and the Moroccan oil. But then they started to fuck with that and mess it all up and make it nothing but glue. And it wasn't the same. So, itchy. My device is not rotated. What the fuck are you talking about? I need a perm. No. Look at this. Look at this. It's so fucking thin. Dottie, I hope you fucking rot. I hope you rot. I can't hold my hair. I can't hold it all, and my hands hurt. Because I've been doing this for like hours. It feels like it anyway. I don't get to eat berries and fruit and watermelon and cantaloupe and this and that. I don't have the money for it. I need my car fixed, or I'm going to be back on the street. And I don't want to be back on the street. I do, and I'm going to turn into a monster. And everybody will be scattered to and fro. Now we have no overlaps. Now when I start doing this, it's going to start to pull my scalp. Okay, I'm leaving it. This is from when my blow dryer ate my hair. That's why that's short. And the rest is the breakage. It did it twice too, so this would be the whole thing. My hair is so damaged. I don't want to cut any more of the short ones. I need them to grow. I don't know exactly how much I need to put in here, but I like the way it smells, the rosemary and mint. Oh, thank you for that breeze. What time is it? 4:19. That represents two things. 1994, and then it represents 19, almost 20 years I've been apart from my son. It's hot. Alright, that's good for now. I need my hair to grow super long and straight and even so I could get a perm like I had before. In the name of Jesus. It's hot again. It's humid. I'm starting to sweat again. Now another breeze. Okay. Let me read a little bit more, okay? And then we can... Where did I leave off at? The manner of creation. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Did you hear that? Did you? These are the generations of the heavens. The manner of the creation, meaning the creation of man in the image of God. Okay? But we were supposed to follow the ways of the land first. We were supposed to learn, because remember, we did not make the earth. We were brought into the earth by God, however we came about, from whatever, we were put here, whatever. So, we have to learn how to live here. We have to learn what to do, what not to do. Okay? Because we were supposed to learn from the animals. Of course, we don't want to go swimming deep in the ocean with all the sharks and whales and what have you and all those other dangerous ocean life, right? Okay? So, we learn that there's good and bad and that there's right and wrong. Now I got my hair inside the Bible and oil. Fuckers. Because I put the cap down and it kind of put oil on it. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to dry out or if it's going to stay there. But anyway. So, because Adam and Eve didn't learn all they were supposed to from the animals, and they didn't continue their works. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, okay. So, oh, am I gonna have to cut I'm gonna have to cut my third nail, my middle finger. Because that one's not, see, it's shorter than that nail. You don't see it, but I do. That one has more of a nail. A little bit, not much, but I don't like it when they're not even. So I have to cut that one. And I gotta go pee-pee. And I gotta go get my ice cream before my strawberries go bad. Completely. And I gotta put another Band-Aid on my face. And more medicine first, because it's itchy still. That medicine is not strong enough. I have to put more than one layer on. The way that the preachers are going about the Bible, they're preaching warfare. They don't want you to know the truth, because then it'll kill their game. It'll ruin their game of riches that they got going on. They don't want anybody to know the truth. They want to be the one to reach the truth first. They don't want anybody else to take over. They want to win the race. How do they do that? They keep the truth from you. They keep you in the lies. Just like my mommy and daddy, just like your mommy and daddy. They don't want you to know that they fucked up and why we're experiencing all the pain and suffering and loss. They don't want you to know that, because then you won't love them. You won't honor them. You won't, it's like everybody gives their mom and dad presents for their birthdays. What about God? What do you people give God for creating the earth and creating this land that we're living in with all the food that we have? And all the things of this earth that have to suffer and lose their lives for the sake of the cycle of life, for the food chain. Everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants to have fun. Everybody wants to Wing Chun tonight. But nobody wants to put forth the work and efforts. And they're partaking in all the wrong fun and all the wrong... What is that song? How does it go? Everybody wants to have fun and Wing Chun tonight, but they don't want to do the work that's needed and required. They're partaking in all the works that are coming from their evil deeds, their evil works, their sinful ways, their sinful lives. They're partaking of sin, which is ruining the pot of soup. It's becoming a melting pot or a stone soup. Nothing good. Turning us all to stone. And our jobs and works of iniquity. And non-conducive works. No life within. With jobs of iniquity and non-conducive works. Oh, but go to work, make money. No. I've done that. It's not enough. In order for me to make it, I'd have to work 3 jobs. And I still wouldn't have enough time to get back to living. So I'd be working just to die. Just for people to take my money. For insurance, for car repairs, for braces, for teeth, for this, for that. No. Clothes after clothes after clothes because things break. Nail clippers, toothbrushes, brushes, elastics for my hair. It never ends. No. It does end, but no, I'm not going to live like that. Oof. I'm taking care of my nail health because I have ingrown nails, the skin that grows inside, the nails that grow on the sides. Ow! Because I don't have the money to go get my nails done, and I can't because I have lice and scabies. Because I can't get rid of it completely. And not only that, they keep on reinfesting me. I will not be with any man ever again. Never. That time done did passed a long time ago. Long time ago. Back when it just started in 1990s. It was ruined. My vision, my spiritual vision was ruined in 1989, 1990. Just shortly a year or two after I had the vision. I will never be with man. Ow! Now it's bleeding. Justin Timberlake. New photo in their story. I still got a piece of skin in there and I can't get to it. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna read another chapter and that's it. Do you know I'm bleeding? It was much needed though. These cuticles of mine and my sides of my fingers, they were just too thick. The nails were, they were hurting, throbbing. And then I put cream on my hands, the permethrin cream, so it's killing the buggies that are in and under my nails. So in a couple days they'll be okay, but then See, people don't even know the history of their own country or the history of humanity. Forget the history of the country or the history of the world, but the history of the people. See, once you do that, you'll understand why things are going not even, because the government doesn't know what's going, well, some of it does, but they think just killing off a few people here and there or letting them kill off each other is going to help the problem. No. Money is not the answer. Even if there was only a few people, even if there were numbers that were controllable, still wouldn't be the answer. We got to control the system of fuckery first. Fluffery, trickery. I should be using my angled nail clippers that I got in my other. I'm sorry, this is long overdue. Because the last time I did it, I didn't do a thorough job. And my nails have gotten bad since with all these buggies. So by soaking my hands and putting the cream on, it's killed the buggies and the germs. Not completely, because in about another week they're going to look the same. I got to put more medicine on. This cream is not strong enough. I can't. Oh my God. What people are doing to me, they will do to you. There ain't no stopping them. They don't care who they do what to. Because they got the power. Because the devil is running rampant and out of control. And it's stealing, killing, and destroying everything and everyone. Even the land, even the kingdom. nails in there. And the skin. I gotta go because I gotta eat my strawberries and my mango and my ice cream. I gotta go get it. And I gotta go pee. Oh well. Okay, I just got my pointer fingers to do. They're not too bad, but I still got glass in my fingertip. Not too much, but it's also where I can't. I don't know. I don't feel like picking at my skin no more. But I've been holding my bladder all day. Since about 5 hours. And I don't need to have a heart attack because I'm getting close. Getting a lot of chest pains. Shoulder, neck, chest pain. Weakness. Poisoning, malnourishment, malnutrition, dehydration. You motherfucker. Okay, so what do I have to... I'm not on chapter 3 yet. I didn't even get that far. But I read the Bible. I read some of the Bible. That's enough for you right now, right? So where'd I leave off? The manner of creation. We fucked up in the Garden of Eden, people. Okay? Each and every single one of us. The same with Adam and Eve. The first man and woman to ever walk this earth or be born or be made upon this earth. Okay? We messed up. We did not follow the right order and the steps in the operations for the process of life. Okay? Adam partook of Eve and Eve partook of Adam before they were supposed to. They were supposed to wait upon God to say, okay, now this is what happens next. No, they didn't. They didn't call upon God. They partook of each other without asking, seeking, and knocking God on, seeking on God's, seeking for God's answers and wisdom and understanding. Instead, they went and partook of each other, and it kind of locked them into a cycle of sinning, a cycle of errors and mistakes, just constantly. When you make one mistake, what happens? Everything goes wrong, right? That's what's been happening with humanity. Over and over and over again. And everybody's trying to figure out and wondering what the fuck is going on. Well, you got to look at the beginning of the equation. When did it all begin? What did they do? What didn't they do? Where did they go wrong? Because we were born into the world. We didn't do anything wrong by being born into the world. Our parents brought us into the world. But they did wrong because they didn't equip, establish, ready, and prepare themselves with all that was needed and required before they had children. They didn't have their lives set up. They didn't have a good chunk of change in the bank or savings so that they could stay home with their children and raise them so they were not raised by this one and that one and this one and that one and touched and fondled and raped and molested and murdered and blah, 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 and whatever. So you get the story, right? Come on, do I have to really, do I have to drop feed you? Do I have to get a little thing that they feed the birdies, the little animals, and just put squirt some medicine into you little by little? Is that what I have to do? No, I'm not going there. Y'all can do some work for yourselves. Get into the Word, and in order to do that, you have to forget everything that you know. Meaning, like, the way humanity operates. You can't say, oh my God. You can't go on, you can't read the Bible and go on the way you're going on. You can't, you got to start from the beginning. So, don't forget everything that you know now, but keep it in the back of your mind as a warning that you don't want to go back there. Okay? That you don't want to go back to those ways and what we're going through now. You want to start from the beginning and you want fresh, you want to start from scratch, right? So, what do you have to do? You have to stop smoking, drinking, drugging, sexing, partying, fucking, sucking, dicking, and licking. And what do we need to survive on this planet? Food. He told us that in the first chapter, in the first, paragraph. Okay, no, my bad. Well, yeah. After he created the image of God, created man in the image of God, the next paragraph, provision for food. He didn't say smoke, drink, drug, sex, party, fuck, suck, dick, and lick, did he? No. Good night. That's the end of the story. Good night. Goodbye. I'm going. Bye.